Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Gerdat and Cloud and the Rocket Rabbit crew do another movie this season. We don't have a title for this playlist yet, do we? Huh.
Well, honestly, it could go into the One Time. I was thinking it should go into the One Time Wabbits playlist because we haven't done any One Time Wabbits in quite some time, and these are quite one-timers, and we are Wabbits.
Yeah, One Time Wabbits. Okay, so Cloud and Gerdat with the One Time Wabbits. Anyway, it's like getting very close to February in the brand new year of 2020, so I thought it would be most appropriate for us to do what is effectively a Valentine's Day movie. We're going to do Hobo with a Shotgun from 2011.
You called this a date?
No, I call this a Valentine's Day movie.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know nothing about this movie. I know that there is a hobo, and he has a shotgun, and he has beautiful blue eyes. But besides that, this is going to be fun. I'm open-minded.
Yes.
And I have watched...
I will say that anyone who wants to follow along with us, this is a Grindhouse movie, so it is rated M for mature audiences. It probably should be rated X for a couple of scenes, but... yeah, this is going to... If you are squeamish, run away. Just start running away now.
Oh, jeez. Do I have to shut my eyes during some parts?
No, because you're an adult, or at least, you're old enough to be considered an adult by the legal system.
I've seen some shit. Probably some of the most gratuitous, over-the-top, ridiculous violence I've ever seen in movies. It was a lot of 80s movies, actually. The Blob, that was pretty violent. What else? Honestly, Django was pretty fucking violent, too. This just gets ridiculous. Oh, yeah, and Children of Men. That also had a couple pretty violent parts. But, I think I could handle this. I've had my share. I've watched Resident Evil 2. Kind of.
Don't forget that during Terminator either 1 or 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger literally melts, very slowly melts down into molten steel.
Oh, so. But he's fine. He's a computer thingy. He doesn't feel anything.
That's not what the plot of the movie says.
There could be cold pain.
Anyway, let us begin.
Yes. All right.
I have hit the play button. We are starting shortly before the Alliance logo appears.
Very nice. Da, 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 da. Okay.
Alliance Films presents...
Wait, Gerdat, you already started? Reset.
Yes,
I did not start yet, cheater.
Okay, back to 0-0.
Are we ready?
Yes. 3, 2, 1... Press play. The Alliance symbol.
That was cool.
And now for Alliance Films presents.
They have presents for us.
It's a bridge.
My God, the saturation on this.
Yes, the saturation early on is very, very noticeable.
A You're Dead film?
Rutger Hauer.
Huh?
Hobo with a shotgun.
Shotgun where the O is a bullet hole. Gregory Smith as Slick.
Now, do you recognize any of these actors?
Nope. Brian Downey as the Drake. This is going to be awesome. Dude, people are having ham sandwiches and shit. We got this. I am a humble hobo.
Color by Technicolor.
And he was happy.
So what other Grindhouse films have you seen?
I was going to say, because I don't think I quite finished my thoughts. So I've seen Death Proof. That's probably the most grand. Well, I mean, I'd say I would seen pretty much all of the 2007 Alex Rodriguez or whoever Grindhouse that consisted of 2 movies, Planet Terror and Death Proof. Now I've seen Death Proof like 1.5 times. It gets pretty dumb. Like, I become incredulous that Quentin Tarantino had anything to do with it, and then I'm reminded, yeah, this is very much a Quentin Tarantino film. John Davies. Ooh. Welcome to Scumtown Hell. So Los Angeles?
No. It was originally called Hopetown. It's likely that this is a coastal city of some sort, but I'm not entirely sure. Looting!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be my neighbor?
$10 to beat up a random dude on camera. No thanks, man.
Now here we observe the system of violence that begins both with the victims, the victimizers, while the hobo appears to want to gain independence from the whole hegemonic deal. He would much rather wash his hands with piss bottles.
Alright, so now we're about to get introduced to our main villains for the movie. I have to say that the sound work for this movie is actually really, really damn good.
Yeah, like...
It amplifies the intensity and the drama of these scenes.
Yeah, just like Will Smith and what's his name from Wild Wild West. No, he took out the cart.
Man, I had a lot of soda cans in there.
Asshole.
Introducing Drake.
He's the bad guy. Both of us.
And that's how you know they're evil, because they hate Christmas.
And apparently they have very short tolerance for bad Christmas presents. Oh no. Oh my god, that's crazy, man. He should be dead.
Oh, he will be dead very shortly.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Okay, Ivan. Okay, so far, I adore this movie's idea of storytelling. Is just put the shit on the screen and leave it up to the audience to catch as much of it as you can, because you don't have a lot of time.
Right.
They call this a captive audience.
A very captive audience.
This guy really should be dead by now. He's been hanging by his neck on a piece of iron. If you observe closely, you could see his head actually bending the totally not metal thing that's holding him in the sewer grate. They call this the bystander effect. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Behold the gratuitousness of Grindhouse.
Oh, yeah, baby. Shake it.
So, do you hate Drake yet?
How could you hate that mug? So I was going to say, Gerdat, have you ever... Does the name Kitty Genovese ring a bell to you?
No, it does not.
Kitty Genovese, for those of us who do not know well our criminal law and American history, was a bartender about age probably no older than 35. She was walking home late one night in New York City, if I'm not mistaken. I can't place if it was Manhattan Island, the Bronx, or Queens, or what have you. And she was attacked at her own front doorstep at her apartment by, I believe it was 2 assailants. Now, This was a crowded neighborhood, and there were a bunch of people that got awakened by the noise, the screaming, the cries for help. Everybody popped their heads outside, their doorways, their windows, or what have you, and they just stood there. All of them. There were probably about 40 people present. And Kitty Genovese, she put up a fight for a long time, but the bystanders actually allowed the assailants to go back to her in order to finish her off. So she died that night. And all of these people were just watching because they created the social normalcy of not doing a damn thing. It is a real human psychological social phenomenon.
Yep. With so many witnesses watching, surely someone has to do something, so I don't have to.
It's exactly. Everybody's waiting for somebody else to move. Nobody does.
It's an interesting parallel to this, but that's not actually what's going on here. Drake owns this city. Like, Drake and his corporation run the entire damn city. If you attempt to stand up to Drake, you die.
Trying to think. These signs that I see downtown or even in the burbs. Oh, actually, probably not in the burbs quite as often, but definitely near the mall. You know, the little island right where you turn at the traffic signal. Surely one of these signs has to work, but wait. What am I saying?
I am tired.
I just can't put my heart into it. Okay, so we're about, let's see, 10 minutes into the movie. We definitely have a hobo, but he does not yet have a shotgun.
Yeah, he acquires a shotgun at the end of Act 1.
Yes! Spit.
Hey, he worked really hard on that sign.
He did. That guy worked really hard on that beard. Drake.
Collecting change in a sock. I personally hope I never actually hit that low. Oh, it's Slick's car.
Yeah, I think I missed the space engine. Or know what it is? It's got the whole screen has this weird green filter on it, so it's kind of I didn't quite tell what color it was. Damn. Yeah, this movie's violent.
Yep.
They call that we call this crusher cars.
I think they have to mod the bumper cars in order to be able to do that, though.
Steel plates on the front, looks like.
Well, not just steel plates. I think they have to get rid of the safety bumpers on the bottom.
I have no time for games. Let's go.
The play.
Oh my God, is Odysseus walking in order to ask the suitors for crusts of bread?
No.
Boom. Now burn him.
Ouch.
Take a nice long trip to what's that place in Mexico? Cancun. That's where it is. Cancun. Beautiful town.
And so they all struggle to get their own whiff of cocaine.
Yay. And there was much rejoicing. The hobo, however, was not quite that impressed. You're making my dick thirsty. Oh my God, it's so much, man. It's quite a bit to take in. It's so wonderfully dumb.
I would not enjoy this arcade, dude.
Yeah, that I'm not a big fan of flour on the arcade machines. It gets into the joystick slots. It cakes up the buttons. It's not a good time. Hey, let her go.
Not yet.
I just wanted to sleep with you, not this! Sack full of quarters. So that dude with the mask is just standing there right now, right?
Yep. And now he's gone.
he's just waiting. Like, well, is she coming in the bag or not? oh gosh, what do I do?
So this is when we see one of the primary characteristics of the heroes in this movie. They are all willing to stand up when they see something, even if they are outnumbered and outgunned.
Oh yeah, that takes balls to stand up to a mob of people. I've been drinking since 3:30 this morning. I've seen it all.
You know, like Batman.
I understand you had a problem with one of our young men. And they're gonna fuck you! Oh, yeah, buddy. If you look closely, you can actually see the seam in between what was actually his head and the artificial chest that they used instead.
Yep. Most normal people die after getting the word hobo carved in their chest in capital letters.
Satanic dystopia, yes, I agree. The only thing I haven't really seen, though, is devil worship.
There's no devil worship in this movie.
I haven't seen any crosses either. Like my dick, it's kind of called the Jack in the Box. I'm actually a cop, kind of. I just saved you.
Oh, sorry, it's Scum, not Hobo. So apparently being a prostitute in Scumtown pays enough for her to actually afford a small apartment.
It's her bed.
She actually has both a bedroom and a living room.
Well, there's foreplay, and then there's home base.
Hell, she even has a small kitchen.
I saved your life, now save mine. And this is equality.
Or at least a recompense.
Alcohol rub. I don't know if that actually works, though.
This late, probably not. Especially since it's already scabbing up pretty well.
It would have to be applied pretty much immediately, yeah. This is long after the fact. I tell all these things to my own brain, and, well, my brain doesn't say much after that. I'm gonna fuck you softly.
Softly. I'm gonna screw you gently.
I'm gonna
hump you
sweetly. I'm gonna ride you discreetly.
And no, there is no Tenacious D singles in this movie. Abby is a nice person. That's a bear.
It's a bear, like me.
A very magic circle.
Yeah, it's just all the body parts and blood and muscle tissue and nerve endings. Oh, the beautiful mayhem. Makes me all sleepy.
And this is why we don't actually allow Yogi Bear to steal picnic backstage.
Once possessed by sandwiches, apples, and what have you, he then becomes compelled to eat human flesh.
Hello, Lion King Sunset.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, Sunrise.
The Hobo Marnica. Big
Hey, she let him keep the sweater.
dick
Yay.
swinging in town. Boom, 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 boom.
That's honestly one of the saddest parts of this movie. The fact that that Geppetto actually got away with the Santa Claus disguise.
Ah, I see. Well, dude, that's reality. Hell, like I actually had heard fairly recently that a little girl almost got kidnapped. Maybe about like 30 miles from here. Almost though. I know how to deal with you now, scumbag. Yeah. See the foreground now. That's ah. Come on. Oh my God. Come on, throw it in his face. Ah, yeah.
I can feel that kind of cut, man.
Glass tastes like blood. Bet those pieces of Jolly Rancher are delicious. What a jerk.
Also, he filled the picture plane with a grizzly bear. And he left a nice note.
Bears. Listening to you while you say your prayers. Evil bears with deadly scares, ripping you apart to protect what's theirs. There is no escape from the furious bears.
Shit, what is the state team that's Bears?
Well, which...
Is it Chicago?
Yeah, the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
The NFL franchise Chicago Bears.
Are they doing well this season?
Well, the season's over.
Oh, okay.
It's almost February. I think the Hobo is wondering at this point whether it was right that they allowed pass interference replays during this past season. He realizes, well, the game just wouldn't be the same if the refs fucked it up all the time.
Yeah, they're only allowed to fuck it up for half the teams.
No need to swear.
I think there are actually Uno cards in there.
Yes. There's something else that's $49.95, and it's on the wall behind you, mister. Now we have a movie.
Not yet. Now we have a movie.
Boom! Shaka. Remember the fucking name.
That's not how that blood spatter would work, but okay.
He's got a gun!
So now for the most empowering montage of the movie.
Where is he? How does he afford the ammo?
That's the one plot hole I have with this movie. I don't understand how he has ammo.
Who uses VHS anymore?
This was 2011. There were still VHS players working.
I like how his body falls in the background.
Behold, newspapers. They have newsprint.
Hobo demands change.
Oh, and yeah, this is one of the two more gratuitous moments of violence in the movie.
What? Yeah, this is what we've arrived at. We're all just laughing now. All right, this is the part where you guys react. He got pulled the hell back. Yeah, buddy.
Yay!
Yay. Blood splatter. One shot at a time. No stealing the newspapers. Yeah, that's right. We still don't know what this guy's name is, do we? Yay! Boobies! Yay! I'd much rather watch big titty girls destroy somebody with lead pipes and baseball bats. Nobody told you to lift your head up. Okay, and when we're done, we can go back to watching Big Titty Beaters. That
That is always one of the more gratuitous scenes for me in the movie. I have problems with this scene specifically.
ha ha ha! Oh, his guts are spilling out, and it's funny. Oh, look at those intestines and shit. Look like string beans.
Oh, look, it's a boomboxes.
And the kids are going back to school.
Run away!
Wow, he just ran away from the school bus.
He knows what a flamethrower looks like.
Yep, hands beating on the window, yep. There was probably about 13 children on board that school bus.
I'm gonna say 15. Ouch.
It's the Joker. Oh my god, it's the Joker.
I don't think that many people would actually fall for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, what if you like men? He didn't have any men in there. Like, what do you got? What do you got for the gays?
Or the females.
Or just people who decided that sex is not that important. Dun 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 dun.
So we have officially reached the halfway point of the movie.
The hobo realizes the whole city's falling apart. He can't find his dog. He was pretty sure that the leash was going to hold him. He found out that the leash was not actually a leash. It was just made of Twizzler. And after the Twizzler failed, It was a big dog. It was probably bigger than he was, but we can only hope that things will be better. He's in the junkyard, operating cranes, making a good living for himself.
I don't understand why someone would actively go into a cardboard box in the middle of a pursuit.
Well, they made him do it. Because one of the major, antagonistic themes has been, what is it? Commanding? Not commanding, but, forcing people to do stuff.
Yeah. Enforcement through fear. Hey, Abby.
You're gross. You can beat him. I think one important takeaway from this movie is that Skid Row is definitely a bad place to live.
Yep. See, not all the cops are dirty.
Yeah, but this guy's a fucking coward, though. He's not going to do a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
He's going back to the station. Again, suggestion and obedience. That's probably his captain right there. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming.
Also not how that blood splatter would work.
He's already dead. His heart was still beating. I have infinite ammo. His body's just deflated. It's awesome. Yep, and there it is again. In case you didn't get a good enough look.
I actually really like that plan.
Why did that work again?
Oh, that worked because these people are just in pursuit of normalcy. So they're not actually thinking of checking with her to guarantee her story
I
checks
got
out.
you. And so she ran with the carcass all night long. In heels. Ah, you can get a... Oh, yes! You know, once you feng shui the organs, it's kind of cozy.
Hey, it fucking worked, dude. Come on.
Feces. Gummer. Who the fuck is this kid again?
This is the guy that owed us like a shit ton of money at the arcade earlier on.
Well, I see that his ankle rehabilitation went very well. Goddamn foot almost got twisted off. That's all he wanted was a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have words cannot express how elated this makes me. They grow grass in a...
Can we at least shower first?
Can I also... do they also have the gas and the replacement blades? Is that a DeLorean? That's a
I think it's technically a Murcielago.
So it took me a little while to figure it out. It looks a lot like a DeLorean. It's square. It's got those doors. Quick, grab the mac and cheese. We have no time to lose. They already wanted to kill him. Neither do I. So, this is the hobo's way of life. He travels to a city, kills a bunch of people, and then he leaves. I need the bear. Sounds like a fucking militia outside.
That's because there's two very heavily armed persons on their way
Oh,
up.
alright. Yeah, put them fingers in there. Not really, it's kind of gross. Don't. Let's put a smile on that face. And that's where
Very, very gratuitous.
and that's where babies come from. They in this town they come from the prostitutes. In my fucking face. Ah.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Now we're getting rowdy. He's getting electrocuted through the toaster.
You see, that straight up wouldn't work, though, because more than likely his shoes have got some amount of rubber insulation on them.
Yeah, there's the... But he's not cutting through the... Apparently not cutting through the windpipe. My hand! My beautiful hand! He cannot just stand back up after that amount of trauma. Come on. I'm gonna blow your balls off! Yeah! No! No! My ball!
Oh, Macy's got enough physical constitution to actually call up Drake after that. I would not.
My dick! It's just a flappy tube now.
Hello, hallucinations.
I think I did too much cocaine, Dad.
So how many horror movies actually do that shot? Because I know a good portion of them do.
She should be dead by now.
Yes.
I'm not the fucking doctor.
Oh, look.
Finally, a crucifix. Well, I mean, they use the word crucifixion, and then there's actually a crucifix.
So, these are the Plague. These are the elite enforcers of Drake's Rule. They have their own video game.
Yeah, they have their own video game.
Yeah, their video game. They have an arcade game in the arcade scene.
Nice.
It's more or less a Double Dragon ripoff.
Yeah, alright, bring on everything now, alright? We're just gonna pull out all the stops on the things that creep people out. Blood, neck injuries, dick injuries, syringes, just leave no stone unturned. Problem is, she's choking on blood, you idiots.
They even
yes.
have motorcycles.
Purple lights. We've made it. And there's even
Purple
dramatic lightning in the distance.
All right, so we're coming up on one of the actual famous parts of this movie. Other people know that this movie exists specifically for this scene.
What? What? Because it resembles $1 Million Baby?
No.
Did you ever see $1 Million Baby?
I did not.
Ah, okay. That was a Clint Eastwood movie from 2004.
Does he use a 6-shooter in it?
No, he does not. There are no guns in that movie.
Ah.
I did the best I could. These were growing out of the sidewalk.
Unfortunately, this part of the movie is very quiet. But it's our breather before the Act 3 finale, so it makes sense for it to be so quiet.
Yeah, this movie has a keen desire to be complete, I realize, so...
Mm-hmm.
And they want to make sure that the audience can keep their heads up towards the end of the movie. There's a lot to take in. Billy Craig.
Yeah, you usually need more of the one.
Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. That's right. Last time I saw you, you had your hands on my... Oh, Django, Django, have you always been alone? Django, Django, have you never loved again?
They are horrendously understaffed. Here we go. The hero's speech, as it is best known.
So, some of you will be pimps. Some of you will be prostitutes. I'm so happy to see you.
A very long time ago. Like a Star Wars actor.
Boom.
Title drop.
Title drop.
I love this musical piece, though.
What? Why are the lights flickering?
Because the plague have shown up.
You guys make me angry. I'll take a walk with me now. We're gonna go get your office. That way, please.
Hey, he was not in your way. He was running away.
We take hangings with us. All right.
Admittedly, I would like that.
And now hang
gun.
him.
The grapple gun is really cool.
Now hit her in the knees. I take the gallows with me. They call me the hangman.
Hey, your partner still has to come through the door.
And up you go. Dun 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 dun.
Now, unfortunately, because the Plague are so heavily armored, a buckshot shotgun is not going to do much to them.
As demonstrated by the guy who tried shooting him with a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun. Dun dun. So how does the hobo deal with a man with invincible armor?
Well, my theory would be to prop the shotgun into the armor and then fire, because it's still armor. It still has to be spaced out without being attached to its skin.
Huh? Use a fire extinguisher. Found you.
Please note that Abby is just barely recovered.
Ah, so they were just the extraction mode.
Yep.
Drake wanted to see him alive, so the plague will send us to a...
Mind you, this method of transport is almost certainly going to kill him, but...
No, wait, come back. You left your shotgun.
You forgot his shotgun.
Okay, maybe because it's raining out, this would actually work without actually killing him. But otherwise,
I don't think so. Do you really believe that Drake actually invests enough in civil city projects to make sure that the roads are maintained?
what the fuck? Back.
Yeah, we don't ever get explained what the fuck that is.
Back, you tentacle demons! I guess maybe there actually is devil worship going on around here. You got a light for my cigarette? Ah, smoking is so good. Oh my
Supposedly they
god.
killed Jesus.
So these guys actually do
Hey,
worship
Ivan.
the devil. It's like, hey guys, nice job. Oh, they're not even human.
Well, they most certainly are human, but they've taken they have taken the whole karmic enforcer of Drake's rule thing a bit too extreme. You think that matters, Ivan? For the record, a chainsaw made of human teeth is not at all effective.
Yeah, it would break pretty quickly.
And now the rise of Abby the hero.
Learned well from the hobo's teachings. All kinds of hours spent in the shop modifying. And of course, inspired by the lawnmower. Yeah, this is definitely a Generation X movie. Everybody who was a teenager, maybe in like the very early 90s, would have had a good time with this. With my sword and shield, I will rule the streets. We don't like homeless people. Yeah. A broom just ain't gonna fucking cut it.
Hence why I attached a lawnmower blade to a metal shield. I actually like that speech. I know it's not nearly as powerful as our hobo speech to the babies, but I actually really like Abby's speech there.
The second episode.
47th. You see, now they bothered to transport him in a truck.
So they really are just gonna leave unexplained that Cthulhu monster they had locked in the basement.
Yeah, they just refused to explain it, man.
I mean,
it's not really all that important. It's just interesting.
It kind of, I mean, it definitely puts the nail in the coffin that this is a Grindhouse movie, because some things just plain do not fucking make sense. You know, like the Masked Man with the plastic bag that just kind of disappeared for no apparent reason. Oh, this thing again. But like the whole one major takeaway I noticed is that gangs are bad. Gang mentality is bad. It is it causes it brings out the worst in people. In case there was any confusion, that's the glory hole.
Indeed.
I like this part. Yeah, we've been over this. When people get in your way, you kill them. And dun 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 dun. Yes, master. I am so confused right now.
About?
I guess not. Of course, his
It actually
balls.
did work at point blank range.
His balls was his only weak spot. Well, remember, the hobo never actually used the shotgun against them. The shotgun got knocked out of his hands.
And she managed to use a low-grade lawnmower blade in order to drill through one of the plague.
Cut the rope.
Nicely called, Mr. Cloud.
Come on, the hobo can't die. I'll go over there and bite your leg off.
I don't understand why it's still running.
That is a good question. No. Ah, crap. Jeez. Ah, jeez. See, even the audience doesn't like it.
That's not how that would cut, but okay.
Oh, because then oh, I got to admit, I did not see that coming, and now that I've seen it, it kind of makes sense that that's why they would have her arm cut like that. This would not. You'll sooner rip off the poor guy's scalp.
Also, that is very painful looking.
Ah, it's like World War II zombies. Oh my god. That is so fucking awesome. The demon should burn in hell.
Okay.
He's doing the Michael Myers. What the f... Okay, I guess I will see you later then.
Ouch.
Holy shit, man. I just watched a dude get stabbed to death with somebody's ulna. Like a still attached human ulna. No, we will see the bears. We just gotta... Oh, we just gotta take a deep breath and probably, yeah, let's get you cleaned up. Bears, 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 bears. Oh, he's still alive.
Of course he's still alive. He's Drake. He's not allowed to die from just a couple of stab wounds.
Alright.
I don't need a fan like you, Drake. You're an asshole.
Come on. Kill Drake. All right, everybody now.
Hello, firefight reinforcements.
Oh. So they were going for the happy ending.
Happy is the wrong term.
And I don't have a driver's license. Ah, you're right, Shocker.
I love that pun.
Alright, now everybody kill each other. That was a hobo. He had a shotgun. He went out shooting. And he killed someone. Oh, Hobo.
And thus ends Hobo with a shotgun. My favorite Grindhouse
I knew
movie.
it. He was going to be billed as Hobo. He didn't have a name.
Yep. So what'd you think, Mr. Cloud?
Okay, well, thankfully my blood pressure didn't drop because that was getting pretty intense for a little while. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
the intensity of this movie is fucking great.
All right, so I actually enjoyed this quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's stupid, but that's the point. Is it puts a smile on your face even though it grosses out the hell out of you sometimes.
Yeah. I'm a little bit squeamish in a lot of the more intense a lot of the more gory scenes the first time I was going through really bothered me. Specifically when Drake and Slick are doing their dialogue at the hideout. Man, that fucked me up, but I really enjoy this movie. I think that although I think the excessive gore is something it could actually lose and still be a good movie, but it wouldn't be paying tribute to the genre that it's supposed to sit in. It's supposed to be that gory.
Right. It's, yeah, a lot of its rules are dictated by the genre.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple storyline. There are reinforcing elements all over the place in case you haven't quite picked up on what's going on here. And, yeah, it kind of, well, sometimes it just straight goes nowhere. Like, these people are spending, 2 minutes having an exchange where the main takeaway is, go fuck yourself.
I'm not entirely sure why we kept having the bears as a thematic theme between Abby and the hobo.
Well, when you think about it, I mean, a bear is an analogy, I guess, to being a hobo. Is that, well, bears, they don't necessarily have a home. They make a home for themselves. And then they hibernate. And they hibernate every winter. And everybody wonders how they made it. And it's, well, the answer is simple, friends. It's because they're bears.
So Hunters was performed by Power Glove. I'm probably gonna have to go listen to that off camera to figure out how much I like that track.
And if anybody was wondering, the song the song Necrogoblicon put out a song called Bears, and that's what I thought of immediately.
Okay. I think they have a post-credit scene. I forget.
Yeah, it would just kind of be a letdown if that was it. The hobo's dead and it's the end of the movie.
Well, when I first watched it, that's definitely how I ended it, because I didn't think that there would be a post-credit scene. It wasn't until later when I was doing a bit of research that I thought I might have seen a post-credit scene.
Well, it's already on the special thanks in the credits, so if anything, this scene is going to be mighty short.
Yep.
But don't they... Ferris Bueller's Day Off also had a post-credit scene where he just walks out and says, you know, just like Deadpool, "You're still here?"
Thomas and the Black Magic Roller Coaster.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad we finally watched this, dude. We've been talking about doing this movie.
We've been talking about watching
years.
This movie for the channel for like two fucking years.
For years, man. Like, welcome to history.
But yeah, I really like this movie. I think it's got an absolutely incredible soundtrack. The themes that it does have, it does relatively well, and it's an enjoyable flick. I agree that it's a very stupid movie, but I can watch stupid movies as long as they're enjoyable. And thus ends Hobo with the Shotgun with a mighty big bang. Alright, so with that, any other final thoughts for Hobo with a Shotgun, Mr. Cloud?
Well, it's definitely worth a gander. Because among the people to whom I mentioned this movie, especially when we finally realized we were going to record a commentary over it, the general consensus is, yeah, just by its premise alone, it sounds interesting. Because you wonder, like, well, there's a hobo, there's a shotgun. What's he gonna do with that shotgun? Is he gonna buy shooting lessons? Like go to a target range and see how many buckshots he can get near the bullseye?
He's gonna threaten a real estate agent to no longer be a hobo.
He's gonna go hunting when he realizes that cabin life is the right way to be.
Yeah. Alright, everybody. This has been our One Time Wabbits with Rocket Rabbit commentaries for Hobo with a Shotgun. Be safe.
Peace out, everybody, and thanks for watching.